know when you have a very old building and you feel the energy of this building or the house or the people do live energies in the places. I was very attracted to the Gasfabriek because somehow I knew this place, though it didn't have light, but it did have like exits to the city.
The thing about this work is it's evolving, because obviously you're not going to stay in the same site-specific place with it. It's moving locations. So now we're bringing it back again. It's going to be in the Westergasfabriek in Amsterdam, which is a very different environment. It's a circular space to begin with, and we ended up making something quite square and rectangular, which has a lot of meaning in also the way we choreographed.
The name of Spiritwalking also comes from this nature, because it's not something that is fixed. It depends of the spirit where the company is right now, the spirit of the city where we are going to perform, the spirit of the place, the spirit of everything.
Sol for a long time has been saying, "Oh, I'd love to make pages. I want to make pages out of, I want to, we should be like, we can change chapters." And we literally physically finally got to a very simple idea that for us was very symbolic. Literally, it takes half the company to move this piece of decor and make the floor that we dance on is constantly being altered.
I think the simplicity of the aesthetic also speaks by itself, always like 3 pages, 3 colors. We add the figure of a maestro, Charles. Charles has been teaching dance theater for a long time. He's definitely one of the biggest maestro today. And for many years we always been talking, and he's going to be always telling me stories and thoughts. So I wanted to somehow introduce that sound. It doesn't matter what he say, but how he say, how he believes in it.
Each time I hear Le Fern, I remember the bridge and my fears.
The other element is Stefan Seronsky too. It's been part of our generation. He's a colleague. He's an incredible artist. One of the kind, really, I would say. And for me, he always represents a lot of the work, especially with Philip Glass.
Well, we didn't particularly even want the opportunity to have a completely new composed work. More came from the idea at that time Philip's relationship with Kronos was very strong. Our relationship with his music was strong. There was sort of like a trinity there, and he wanted to join those together. So he said, well, I'd love to transpose some of the music that you have used already for the string quartet, which was not written originally for string quartet. That's the first part of the he used from his violin concerto. And then we moved into something a very strong piece of music of Philip's called The Grid. And the last part was a totally new string quartet that he wrote for the occasion. And funnily enough, when we knew the Kronos weren't going to play it, we spoke to them and said, who do you think would be interesting? And we were hoping to work with Ragazze, and they also said immediately, I think you should work with this quartet in the Netherlands. Even though it is very controlled from us, because that's our nature, it still has a feeling of, for the audience, it still has a feeling of, this is sort of just happening on the spur of the moment.
It has a very specific place in my heart. And I'm very honored to do something like that.